Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to our elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers and followers. You guys can find us here live on Twitch and YouTube. We're dual streaming, guys. And we'd like you guys to take a look at our channel. Check out the awesome links there. Maybe take a look at some older episodes. And, you know, of course, you'll find that awesome subscribe and follow button. Hit that and you too can become one of the elite. We also have our Patreon, and we also have Barnabas Brushes, and we have Overwatch when he can do so on Thursdays. Check them out as well. Barnabas Brushes on Wednesdays, and now we have a brand new campaign every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have this one, the Soul Severed campaign, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. So previously on Soul Severed, our group had been reunited with several and met a few new friends. Lost a few.
She says,
We're not there yet.
Well, they've come across a few new companions. And they went in search of Charlotte's half of the Thunderstone, the Celestial Resonance Rock, one of the icons of Ascendance, which are supposed to be of enough power to diminish and possibly even kill a deity.
Pretty sure it was our rock first.
Well, that's true. That's true. She did have your rock that I believe Sibyl stole for her.
I mean, possession, I guess, is 9/10 the law.
Not trying to start anything.
Yes, and look who has possession of both of those things now.
Well, you have half of the Celestial Resonance Rock. They have the Veil of Valor. And they have the Glistening Sun Spear. Its
I
name,
meant several.
its name being a bit of a misnomer, as it's a handheld crystal. The group had become embroiled in a fight of what seemed to be spawn of Charlotte. And upon dispatching all of them, one corpse burning, and as it burned away to ash within the chest area, they had seen a rock. Hoping, I'm guessing for some of them, that it was the other half of the Celestial Resonance Rock. That's where we will focus in. I'd like you guys to focus your memories back on that point. The fight had just ended. Some of you might had some wounds. Others just winded.
Sure.
Ash and corpses all around you.
Sure did.
Who was it that walked over to the fiery corpse that was very quickly just becoming ash?
I think I did.
Whatever's there is definitely covered in whatever the ash is that's coming from this creature.
So I'm just going to kind of take my sword and just kind of like, whatever the rock is, flip it out of the body. I'm not trying to grab my hand into some fire. That's some shit that's not happening.
All right.
I would.
And so, like, once it flips out, I'll pick it up, and I just don't. I really don't care much about it. Just walk it over and hand it to Sunshine.
You find that it definitely is the other half of the Celestial Resonance Rock.
You had the other half, yeah?
I think you might need this. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Sunshine, I think you might have more experience than I do.
I'm just glad we don't have to find it.
I don't know, they're pretty shiny.
What do you mean, put him in my bag?
No, give
Okay,
him the
here you
Chevy.
go.
I can hang on to him.
Okay, here you go.
Put them together.
Oh, some kind of weird accent. You trying to pick up a little Chevy right there?
I take the two halves of the rock
No.
and kind of just piece them together the best I can.
Do you?
He does.
You try to kind of fit them together.
Welcome to Endgame, boys.
It's nice
All
to meet
right,
everyone.
Chevy, do you have Arcana or Occultism?
I am trained in occultism.
Perfect. Roll Occultism for me.
27.
27. You start shifting and putting it together, and it almost feels magnetic. As you get close, you feel it click. And now I need a will save.
21.
21. There's a somewhat of a whoosh that goes through your body, almost like electricity passing from your hands, maybe as if you were struck by lightning in your hands, and it just shoots throughout your entire body, but it zips to your brain. You are going to kind of stand there quite dumbfounded for a moment, holding it tightly, your whole body tensing, almost as if you're petrified. You guys hear this somewhat electric crack, a static charge almost, and then Chevy stops moving.
You okay?
Well, we
No
broke him.
response.
Well, he's just put together a icon. A whole icon. It's a bit much to handle sometimes.
I'm not shocked.
But he
It
might
looks like
be.
he is.
Sorry, bad timing.
You can hear them. It's as if you were listening through water, though. It's very distant. It's very muffled, almost. You know, weird.
I'm gonna poke his arm twice.
So,
You get that static electricity.
so we just gotta give him a few moments to adjust to it.
He definitely has a grip, tight grip on that rock.
I don't know if you can hear me or not,
I'm just
Chevy,
starting to clear the cave.
but this icon is in your possession currently, and this is what's going to help save the mages. And I am trusting you with this.
Give me another will save, Chevy.
21.
Okay. Sunshine's words seem to kind of break through the fog and the muffling, and you hear the last part. This is what's going to help save the mages. And you start feeling a little bit of that tingling going away, and you can feel your hands shake, but you're holding it. That feeling of electricity coursing through your body. It's hard to hold on to, yet hard to let go. You slowly start coming back to yourself.
So this is what's going to help me save Clara?
Yes.
Okay.
As I'm moving around the cave, I kind of hear their conversation. I'm like, that and some other ones that we're still looking for. It's not just a one-stop shop.
Yes. Perhaps, I'm not sure how much you know. Perhaps we should fill you in on what exactly is going on.
I know my daughter's in trouble. That's about it.
Currently, the god of death is trying to reap the god of magic because it's his time. However, the god of magic has called upon all the mages in Averlon and is sucking the magic from them. They have no choice but to respond to his call.
That doesn't seem to affect you or Avery here.
I'm divine.
We had a good friend named Callie. She dabbled in the arcane arts. We found her in some tents outside of the rift where this, I'm assuming Sunshine saw it, but I'm assuming it was the battle or the struggle between these two deities was taking place.
Yeah,
And
it is.
in order to essentially save our friend's life, the god of death severed her from magic forever. So I'm assuming that your daughter has some arcane abilities, and that's what's beckoning her to whatever dastardly conflict that's taking place in that rift.
So what's next?
Well, we were presented with a list of these icons. We were also presented with a choice. The icons were, I don't know that they were designed to do this, but they have the ability to kill a deity. And we were given a choice to choose whether we were going to hunt down these icons and kill the god of magic or kill the god of death. So I know what most of us have chosen, but I'm not going to impart my morality on you. You have your own choice.
Say we do kill a deity. Won't another just step in its place?
That is correct, but say we kill the god of magic. Yes, another probably will step into its place. But the reason this whole conflict is taking place to begin with is because the god of magic is refusing to be reaped. It's his time to go. And so he's using your daughter and our friend Callie as batteries
Every mage.
to fight this god of death because he jealously wants to stay alive.
Then I think you know my answer.
Well,
This is a bit to drop on you two as well. Sorry.
I like your weapons, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know that they'll help in this particular fight.
We can sure use to stop it.
You never know, it might help along the way with other stuff. Maybe not against a deity, but creatures.
It has certainly helped me find food, if nothing else.
That too, can't fight without food. That's my favorite thing.
speaking Avery's language.
So, once we I started kicking about some things too and fiddling with the sun spear. It didn't take me too long. I finally, damn it.
What?
She's still alive.
How do you know that?
You were saying that people can't die.
She's undead. There's a difference. But she went to ash and mist. It's gonna take her a while, but she's not dead.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I know. She'll be back.
Is there any way to permanently kill a vampire or dragon?
Yeah, there's a permanent way to kill all undead. Not all at once, but I mean,
Damn, that's
That
serious.
would be helpful.
not
Maybe.
really.
Oh.
Okay, kind
Present
of
company
like
excluded.
this one.
Yeah, I don't know that if the let's wipe the table of all the undead. I don't know if I get to skip twice, right?
Yeah, no.
Maybe you'd be like extra undead, like
But technically, there is a way to permanently end you.
Hold the ketchup, please.
diet undead, yeah.
It's like
Or diet alive.
You just
my
turn
bad.
into a different undead. You vampire now and then mummy later, or
yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know what you are.
it's
at
like
this
alive.
point.
So if I'm already diet alive, then I would go to alive 0, right? And then
Maybe
might as well
ghost.
just be damn water.
does it take 28 days for that to happen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like 20 to 28 business days, roughly.
Okay.
Just give it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to actually end her.
You're gonna have to find her first.
That too.
I have a really stupid question.
Yeah.
Who's her?
Well,
Charlotte. Oh, you weren't there. I
Charlotte
apologize.
is my maker,
Oh.
and she is a pretty formidable vampire.
Cunt.
Yeah, I mean, I think
One
they're
way to
spelled
put
the
it.
same, but she's a vampire and also / undead dragon. So, she about summed it up pretty clearly.
Was a stronger word than I was expecting.
Well, she can
See you next Tuesday.
control him and start talking to me in my head. So I'm just waiting for her to start doing that again, which kind of worries me that I think about it.
Yeah. Sorry to bring the mood down.
I need a therapist. Help. I'm hearing voices.
All right, so where's the next? I go over and grab Avery, pick her up.
Compass points away.
Where's the next one?
Well, first of all, you're gonna have to set me down so I can meditate for a second and reorient myself. And then, second of all, I will tell you.
Now,
Thank you.
part of the reason that I wanted you to have that Chevy is because I don't think that one of us should hold more than one icon.
Oh, you already have one.
Correct.
Okay. So what all do we have currently here? Can we get a rundown?
We have the Sun Spear, we have the Celestial Resonance Rock, and we have the Veil of Valor.
To which Esteban just kind of tips his hat a little.
Do all these things have unique abilities of some kind, or is
Mhm.
it all powers combined to kill this deity? How does this? How do these work?
We haven't quite figured that out yet.
I want to be hard.
But they each do have a special ability. I actually know quite a bit about the one that you're holding.
Okay. I'll take any knowledge you can lay on me.
The two halves, well, it might be different now, but the two halves each had different.
Yeah, you've transformed your Transformer now into a Megazord.
Yes.
I think I follow.
You actually have. There's a lot of elemental mastery with this, obviously, since it's the Thunderstone. But you can summon a storm, and I believe you have the control for lightning and weather.
That helps me a lot.
You'll become quite the efficient sailor if you can control the weather.
It's actually how my father died. During
Controlling the weather?
Well, during a storm. It would have been helpful when I was about 10 years old, but yeah, I'll take what I can get now.
But it does have a lot of weather manipulation and lightning control, and there's some divine parts to it as well. So, but you're gonna have to get to know the stone and
Hi there, my name's Chevy.
I'll say introduce yourself.
yeah, something like that.
That's a start.
Shh, you're supposed to be meditating.
I'm gonna take some twine out of my bag and tie it around the sort of top part and make.
It actually has a spot
Ah,
for a chain
There
or
we go. I'll turn
something
it
to go
into sort
through.
of an amulet.
'Kay.
That I can wear
Nice.
around my neck.
it is an amulet.
Yeah, I can't figure out what to do with mine. It's kind of unwieldy and
Stab people with it.
You could tie a stick to it.
Turn it into a spear.
yeah, I don't do so hot with weapons, and
I know.
I don't think you want to be stabbed by this.
I would say
So,
I have been stabbed by worse, but I don't know that that's worse. What I've been stabbed by is worse than that.
yeah, let's just go with that.
So how many are left?
We had 10 on our list.
We have 3.
Yeah,
so
it took
very
us.
long road ahead of you.
We have
Yeah.
4 now, right?
No, we have
We have
3.
3.
It took us this long to get them.
But we got 2 within the last
Sit.
week.
That's true. So you never know. Could find one right now.
Of course, we lost
speaking
half
of,
Did you find anything?
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting for, this one over here to stop talking.
oh, this is how it's gonna be.
What's your nature check? And which one are you looking for specifically?
Just whatever's the closest to us right now. Since we don't have a lead on anything in particular.
I was gonna share pocket bacon. Now she gets nothing.
As if you have any.
What was the real name of this besides the Thunderstone?
23.
The
Celestial Resonance Rock.
Celestial Resonance Rock.
Celestial Resonance Rock.
23.
Right there.
Okay.
Ha!
See, I see that now. No problem with that.
Put wings on.
Okay, I want to find one that we haven't found that's closest to us.
Maybe you
Okay.
should
Do I
walk
need
away.
a reroll?
Yes, roll
Does,
again.
does she? Do you physically say, "Yeah, there"? Shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did.
Yeah, I like Big Brother roll my eyes at you. Like, really? We've just waited here 10 minutes for you to point at Chevy's rock.
I mean, it you just feel excitement at first when you're like, hey, it's that. Oh, it's what Chevy has in his hand. Never mind.
Sorry to
I mean, it is a
24.
very amazing feeling. And not knowing exactly which one you're looking for, but knowing in your mind, you definitely don't want those right there. The ones in the cave. You kind of move yourself out to the hall where it twisted and turned, but not quite to the pit. And sit down. You think for a while. What was your total?
24.
Okay. And you get that exciting feeling of a new one. But it is close. It's actually Feels way closer than the first time you tried this and you were looking for one. And it's south. It's south. Not quite getting an exact amount of how south, but it's south of here.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're headed south. For real this time. Not because someone's standing south of me in this group. But the next one we don't have yet is south. And it's actually pretty close. Not really sure how close, but closer than the other ones.
Okay.
Okay, what's south of here?
Yeah, what's south of here?
Do I look like a map?
Yes.
I just have a compass.
Yes.
I did not miss this at all.
Survival?
Yes, you did.
Because we come from the south?
Say, I was from the southern coast, so I might know a bit.
I believe you were from the west coast, weren't you? Or, you know, you're from the east coast. You're from the opposite of where they used to be in the
Oh,
room. Then.
okay.
Yeah. South is a lot of cliffs. Most of the southern part of Averylon, the continent you guys are on, is it's the Mithril Cliffs, and they are a dangerous set of peaks that in some places are, the cliffs are hundreds of feet high. There's hardly any place to even come ashore if you were trying, if you're sailing.
South.
Yeah, so I walk over and I grab the back of Avery and I pick her up in the air and I'll say, okay, south. You just put your hand out and point the direction we're supposed to walk. Let's go.
I'll lead the way with some, survival and,
We have a compass.
Uh-huh.
As
But
long
that
as I
does
don't
not
have to
account.
walk.
Oh,
I'm
you'll
fine
have to
with
walk,
this.
don't worry.
That doesn't account for terrain issues.
Get into the woods and she's like hitting branches and shit because I'm holding her up in the air.
Taking damage the whole way, and then I'm already almost dead by the time we get there.
Yeah, we get there,
Oh,
she's like 6 hit points. You're like, oh god.
Oh shit. Wait. Before we go anywhere, let's do the heal thing.
Oh. I'll move 31 feet away.
Yeah, who
I'll
all
let
was,
Avery stay in in case she needs healing.
Nope. I grab onto him.
Grab onto who?
You.
Oh. Yeah, this fun.
You deserve this.
I deserve.
You deserve to be healed, is what
Yeah,
I meant.
that's exactly this. This.
That's
this,
what it sounded like.
Yeah, the
That's
slimy.
how I interpreted it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you deserve this. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see next time some big bad guy gets on their way heading your direction if I stand in the way.
They do kind of sound like siblings.
Or an old married couple.
49.
I mean, they are both wood elves, right?
Yep.
Forest and wood elves.
Oh, by the way, she's his girlfriend.
Wait,
This
there's
is my shocked face.
there's two she's. Which she are we talking about?
Sunshine.
Oh, yeah, I would have
Someone
never
else.
guessed that.
Someone else said that before they
B-Rock
left.
pointed it out.
Yeah. He told me before he left. He was like, they're dating.
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing. You just keep doing what you need to do.
Okay, you
Don't
can
worry
go
about
that
it.
31 feet now.
Okay. So pick up Avery.
I need her.
Just doing what I need to do.
I'm full health, so I'll walk over with several and talk to
Say
him.
I'm full as well.
I think I may have been.
I'm hungry
Huh?
and hurt.
I think I may have been the only one that got hurt.
No, you were not.
Well, because you put your face where it didn't belong.
Wow.
You mean helping you?
That's
See what I mean?
awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward.
I think the word you're looking for is adorable. Yet
Adorably awkward.
There you go.
Yeah,
We can
absolutely.
do that.
Okay, so
I'll
who
set
is
I'll
hurt?
set Avery down and
Avery, are you hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Azara is quite hurt.
whoa.
While
Sorry.
she heals me, I'm going to heal Azara.
Okay.
So I lay my hand on her, and take 4d8.
So, several. How long have you guys been doing this?
Doing what?
Gathering.
Oh,
28.
months now. A few of them.
It's a long time.
They're deceptively hard to find. Considering
That feels awesome.
this one, and he points to
You look
the
much better.
sun spear. This one literally tore holes in the planes, right? Or just like
Yeah, it created all of the elemental planes.
yeah, it literally just like ripped holes through existence and created the planes.
So as you guys are standing 31 feet away from sunshine, a burst of light comes out and envelops everybody that's within the 30 feet.
And you see several pick his hand up like this, and the light goes.
Smash it.
Yeah.
And I restore 20 to Azara.
Damn it, Several, I just healed you. Why are you sticking your fingers in it?
Nope. Nope. Haven't even been back for 24 hours. Okay.
Actually,
we
you
haven't.
have. It's been 3 days.
Oh, that's right.
4
Because
days.
we had to help the dwarf people.
We
No
have a lot
offense.
to catch up on, to be fair. So
All right. So healing everybody up.
Yeah.
I don't think 20 quite heals Azara fully.
She could have very easily been inside Sunshine's blast.
Does it do creatures or humanoids? Is it just healing for anyone?
It says willing living creature,
There you go. All right. Then you can get her too.
which is 28.
All right.
so 28 additional.
Mm-hmm.
Does that bring her fully up?
Pretty much. She's just 2 off. That's it. So she's pretty much full health.
All right.
Thank you, Sunshine.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
And kind of just pet her as she just
Why are you petting me?
purrs. Yes. Yes.
She's like, "Thank you, Sunshine. It's the
I mean,
best."
it does feel good to have my hair played with, so I'm assuming that's everyone.
The key
Gosh,
is
this
does,
just keeps getting
sunshine-
awkwarder.
Pick 22 more.
does Sunshine
one.
purr?
I gotta watch my
Sometimes.
words,
I
okay?
didn't know she was in it.
I'm petting Azara, the cat, making sure she's okay.
How big is this cat?
She's
Saddle worthy.
she's
Yeah.
saddle worthy
Oh, that's
for
right.
the
Two of us
halflings
can
and the
saddle-worthy
goblin,
for
but
us.
she's actually
Us.
gaining more. She might be almost big enough to carry one of you guys at some point. Avery did say that Azara was still a baby. She's probably coming up on a year old now.
I think her definition
close.
of baby is slightly skewed.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I convinced Barnabas that she was a baby, so I think I did a good job, and that means that she is a baby if he believes it. My logic.
He's not here to refute you.
That's true.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it now.
All right.
All right, let's find our way south. Now that everybody is not on the brink of dying.
All right.
Right? Right. Okay.
Sure. How are you? How are you doing? You still? You have access to all of your stuff, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't use a lot of spells in there.
All right. So you guys head out.
What?
And no, I'm being good.
Following your compass
Don't
once
look at me
more.
like that. You don't want to open the door you don't want open. I promise.
Watching these two be awkward as you guys start moving.
Yeah, I'm still looking at you.
I'm gonna help Sunshine and stare at him too.
Oh God.
You know what? Me too.
I don't know what's happening.
You're about to get demoralized, all right?
I'm just playing with my new rock.
That's a good idea.
Is your rock shiny?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of just looks like somebody has carved a piece of stone about this big to look like a thundercloud. Well, like a puffy cloud with a lightning bolt out of the bottom of it.
So it's not like glowing.
No. Looks very unassuming, actually.
Mine looks like a fire rock.
I would have expected that. I was intrigued by whether or not it glowed.
You
I
wanna
don't
touch it?
know.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
do not.
Do you want to
It
touch it
means-
Yeah.
for raising?
All right, so you guys begin traveling south. You guys are in the mountains. You're still within the Dwarven Kingdom. The Southern Dwarven Nation, not necessarily the best place for non-dwarves, but here you are.
Not my favorite place.
Not your favorite place.
No.
How many places do you remember?
Not very many.
Just
one
the
we just
top
left
one.
from.
Just the cave and the other dwarves.
Is there anything you all were trying to accomplish on this travel? Or anything you were doing specifically as you moved through?
I'll bring
Chevy
up-
and I are concentrating on our rocks.
Yeah. I had that gold sword that I brought up last time that I thought had something magical about it, but I can't quite remember. So
I believe it is a +1 is about all it has
Okay.
to it. It's just very ornate.
Gotcha.
I believe that was it with that one.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that anybody's doing? You two concentrating on your
Concentrating on-
rocks?
yeah.
Trying to kind of attune and invest yourselves with them?
What happens if we touch our rocks together?
Probably kill us all.
I don't want to do that.
I'm
I
gonna take
don't
a few
know.
steps
Mine
away
created the
from
elemental
group.
planes and can make other planes, period. Plus, the last person to wield it was a demigod. A demigoddess.
Could we maybe not put the rocks together?
He wants to touch rocks, okay?
Rocks are cool.
This is starting to sound perverted.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. To
His
the
is
French
round and
bundle.
mine is not.
It's very weird.
Yes.
Are you guys touching the rocks?
I'm
together?
walking faster.
No, no.
No? Okay. No, not at all. All right.
No.
Took you way too long to think about that.
Right. Well,
Nah.
That was like 60% yes,
right.
40% no. And
I'm only saying no because sunshine makes it sound like it's a bad idea, but I want to do it.
You really want to do it.
oh boy.
Of
I
course
thought
you
I
would.
had impulse control problems.
What does the veil do?
Oh, wrong one. Never mind. Almost had an answer.
I don't know if Esteban would talk about it or not.
It's a really nice hat.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably what he would say. It's a really nice hat.
Okay.
I don't know everything that mine can do. I just
I
know,
know-
the story that I've heard.
I know I've seen him use some things out of it, but I'm not sure what it does, to be honest. Some of it I think he probably may make up on his own. And, you know,
Yeah, some of it could actually just be him.
Yeah.
And we just don't know.
he likes
because
to paint that lens of,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the noble sacrifice kind of thing.
Well, you two are trying to figure out your stones as you guys are moving, and I will need occultism
Perceptions. No.
from you. And you've been trying to take a look at it multiple times. Is there anything that you want to try to do differently this time?
22 for me.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how. Well, I've seen Esteban with the veil, and he just like held it and studied it. And I've watched Squirrel with the half of the Residence Rock, and he did the same thing. I was just hold it, so it's probably what I was doing.
So,
I don't know what. I don't care. How would I go about this differently? Obviously, not holding my rock is.
As we're as we're walking, I know that I'm just kind of forging the path south up front, and I'm just constantly just like searching to make sure we're not going to get jumped or something crazy. As these two are trying to figure out their rocks.
as they're figuring out their rocks.
Yeah.
What did you get on your occultism?
22.
22. All right. As you're trying to essentially kind of get to know this thing and invest a little bit of yourself into it and try to figure out a way of wielding it, so to speak. I mean, you've definitely figured out that this is definitely a major artifact. About all that you're coming up with at the moment for at least the first few hours of travel, kind of every once in a while maybe stumbling or not seeing a tree branch as you're concentrating on it. But you do find that it is definitely progressive in its powers, dependent upon the wielder. That it is possible to reach higher powers, but it might become painful. And it almost has a hum to it. But you're not getting the sense that you've gotten attuned with it yet.
I have an idea.
Yes?
Sorry. I have
Oh God.
an idea. I am going to channel some of my divine energy into it. And, maybe expend a heal.
Okay.
So you're gonna plug it in and charge it.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
You're essentially giving it something.
Mm-hmm.
And heal is what level?
I'm a cleric.
It's a focus.
Can be any level she wants.
It's heal.
All right. Well, how many actions of a heal are you putting into it?
Well, if I'm going to use a heal spell, I'm going to do all 3 of them.
Okay. All right. There's definitely a feeling of something shift when you do that.
It's kind of like here's my energy. Here's my divine energy. This is me. This is who I am.
You feel this surge within yourself. I've sent you the first stage of the sun spears, the glistening sun spears power progression. The passive ability is unlocked, and so is stage 1. You find yourself bonded to it, but it's not yet fully awakened. Continuing on, after a few hours of, you know that this is not going to be quite easy. But, and again, stumbling here and there, you guys do finally stop and have a meal on your journey. And Avery, you've been focusing on this new icon, and did you try to figure out which one it was, or are you trying to, because it feels a little different, not like it's on another plane like before when you were looking for the sun sphere. It doesn't feel distant. It actually feels closer and closer as you guys move, but it does feel different than the other icons. It feels, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if it's maybe some other element, like it's not rock, it's not crystal. Is it something like, I really couldn't really say.
Just kind of trying to get more information about it.
Yeah,
Focusing
just trying
harder
to
on
see
that
if
point.
the compass, as I get closer, gives me more, like if my instinct helps me put an image in my mind of what it
Okay.
feels like it could be.
Roll a d20. Well, as you guys sit down for the meal, if you would like to give me another occultism, see if you can
This
connect more,
time,
unless you have another idea.
yeah, seeing what Sunshine did earlier, I'm not as versed in spellcraft or have any divine power, but I'll take a knife out and kind of slit my hand a little bit, and a little bit of blood drip out, and then grip the rock as I try to focus on it.
Okay.
If we were
It's a
playing
12.
another system, it'd be welcome to some warlock abilities.
That's 12. You can, it feels definitely still has that tingle, but not quite sure what else to do. You try that and, okay, well, obviously it's not going to be blood. With that roll, I will tell you that you've heard that it controls weather. It seems somewhat natural. It appears to just be a stone carved as a cloud. But as you've been studying it and looking at it, even though you can feel the energy coming from it, there's no other indication that this thing is magical at all. You would have to actually touch it like you've been doing. So
It's just a rock.
yeah, it's just a rock. So perhaps something natural or having to do with the weather might help. The entire list that list that I sent you of the first stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I
That
rolled a
is-
17.
Okay, you rolled a 17. As you're sitting down, kind of munching on whatever
Pocket
has
bacon.
been made for lunch or whatever you've been given, and you're kind of focusing on it because it definitely feels different, and you realize
Whatever it is, it's fantastic.
it doesn't feel completed. It doesn't feel fully formed. And you realize it's a divine bane. You're feeling the presence of a weapon. Divine bane being one of the icons you guys are definitely looking for.
So, question: when she goes and does this communion thingy, is she holding anything, or did she just meditate?
You're just meditating, sitting down off to the side.
Yeah, just somewhere where I can concentrate with my eyes closed, just so I can think and let the images come to my mind. The divine vein, is
Divine bane.
it? Bane.
Azara not far from her at any time with that. But
Making me nervous.
what is she making you nervous
She-
about?
Nothing. She had the stand over microphone on her book, and she was writing, and the microphone was just going as she was
Hey,
writing. And
it's good as a weight.
I know what you were using it for, but I was like, that microphone's gonna end up on the floor.
Just won't leave me alone, Willie.
It's my job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who
That-
said it was your
That's
job?
how it works.
Hmm?
Who
Yeah.
said it was your job?
What? What are you voting me for?
Yep.
This whole table is elves.
That's the issue here.
Is that why I got banished from over there? Because I don't have my ears.
I mean, it is the elf table, apparently. All right, so you guys had stopped. You eat, you continue on. Chevy, you can have one more attempt in this day of travel to figure out what you'd like to do. To try to figure this
New
thing out.
attempt. My sword has, it's called a spark blade,
Mhm.
has some lightning capabilities. Knowing that it's shaped like a thundercloud, I'll try to expel that charge to the stone.
Okay.
25.
All right. As you do that, you feel this definite change in connection, and as you're reaching and you're almost desperately wanting to connect with this stone. I mean, it makes sense. You're trying to save your child,
Everybody
You-
else can
you
use
want to
theirs.
bond with it.
Sorry.
and
Mom,
Everybody else apparently has one.
I'm just saying.
everybody has one.
I
Mom.
love shiny rocks.
Just let me connect to my rock, Mom.
oh my
Take
gosh,
your time.
where is it? Here we go. You definitely can tell that this is a primal, divine air weather artifact, as it's almost as if it was just needing that little spark to show that you understood. And it can be carried, wielded in a hand, or you may keep it as an amulet. And if it is being carried in your hand, you will feel the resonation of the storm's energy within it. And I can send you these, or I can tell you them.
You can send them to me.
Okay. I will send you what you have then. If I can get it to send. It's being a pain in the ass. Where is my stuff here? Alright, so. As you guys continue to progress and you finally find a place to bed down for the evening, sleep is relatively easy. You find a little place for her cabin, seeing as some of them have not. Oh, well, actually, only one of you haven't seen the cabin yet, and that would be our little green friend.
No, I guarded the cabin.
Did
and
you?
then
Oh,
poured
okay.
in the
I thought
area.
she wasn't
Yeah.
there for the cabin.
We saved
Okay,
her. Well,
I'm
What
incorrect.
happened to the
We helped
dwarves?
Yeah.
her
All
with
right,
the,
so
and then
yeah, you
she
guys
helped
have the
us.
cabin again, and
Thanks for
then
cleaning that
continue
up.
on the next day into more rocky terrain. You definitely have trees and such, but you continue on until you come to some cliffs. You find that there are definite paths through these cliffs and up, but there's also forest along it as well. And as you guys are moving along this, you find this odd growling sound.
Sorry. I know, mine too.
She's getting hungry.
Give her pocket bacon.
Give her pocket bacon. That's their answer to everything. It's pocket bacon. I cannot.
I
find
always
the
carry
one I
pocket
want.
bacon.
You do. You've got to for some people.
Did you send
All
that
the
my way
people.
yet, or is it?
No, I'm
Oh.
having trouble getting to it.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot to scroll through with the icons. Sorry.
I just didn't know if it was my service or
And
what.
it just moved on me again. I finally got to it, and it just jumped off of it.
Wait.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm getting there.
That would be
As you guys
me.
start hearing the growling,
Well, I'm obviously searching around. Do I see anything?
what is your perception, DC?
27.
Okay. Yeah, you see something moving about in the trees on the side of the cliff. and you're not quite sure for a moment, and go ahead and roll a perception to see if you can get a better look. It's a very odd growl. It's almost like a creaking growl.
My passive is better. I rolled a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you can't quite get a better look at it as you're trying, but you can definitely see something moving within the trees.
What about my short perspective?
Go
Can
ahead.
I? Yeah.
Are you sure you know what you're seeing through that mask? You might be seeing things.
Why don't you go over there and poke your head in that bush and find out?
Seems like he's not seeing things.
Oh, I'm good. I'm supposed to be the compass.
Oh, now all of a
so
sudden,
if you
now
lose
all of
the
a sudden,
compass, then
now all of a sudden, we
it's
trust me.
31.
31.
I
You
guess.
see these two plant-like creatures moving amongst the trees, growling, and it seems like they are heading toward you guys.
We have walking trees.
I don't know why you're surprised.
How big are they?
Bigger than me.
You pointing them out to everyone?
Yes.
What is that?
Ah, I finally got it for him here. Now if I can just get it to... Of course not.
What's that? What's that?
What's this?
There's trees everywhere.
It's not giving me the option to do so. You pain in the ass.
Thanks.
Thanks, Overwatch. I can't get this to work. It's technology. All right, here we
Damn
go.
dwarves.
Every time.
Wait. Wrong place to send it to you.
Just pre-rolling all of your attacks.
I hope not.
He's doing terrible.
Yeah. Highest I've rolled is a 9.
Gotta get the bad ones out.
So I said, I'm gonna have to. If this keeps that shit up, I'll have to buy me a set of Bloodlord's dice.
So
Can't be not performing when it's time to go.
that amplifier passive that I just sent you, that definitely works with the idea of your weapon that you were just saying.
I
So
don't know what you're smiling about over there.
Plenty.
I didn't say it.
all right.
We're gonna fight.
Where is it?
Probably.
I don't have my board over here. Who talk off with my whiteboard, guys? I'm gonna go grab these creatures. Oh, yep, I forgot I'm attached. Sorry. I am attached. I go running off and all right, I'll be right back.
We'll be here.
Oh yeah.
And waiting. So,
You said what are these?
yes. Nature?
Nature. To tell me
Fantastic.
what they are.
How about a 28?
Nature,
Fuck is
you
that?
have that skill.
Yeah, no shit. You want me to roll too?
Yeah, I want you to see what that is.
Let's what the fuck this thing.
All right. Not because you told me to, okay?
Yeah, 100%. Not even the same.
Never mind.
How'd you do there?
Not that great.
Oh, dang.
It's because I'm distracted by you continuously talking, so
That's
I
probably
can't
true.
focus. Exactly.
Who is going to helm Esteban?
I have him pulled up here.
Okay. All right. So. You guys moving
It's
through
almost
here.
like I knew.
Weird.
All right.
So,
Did you find your whiteboard?
She keeps getting lifted by him. So, no, I did not.
Barnabas says it's behind you on the white shelves with the monster pads.
lift up that Epic Encounters box and see if it's there.
Aha! There we go. Hey, you know what? This is what I get for being super prepared last week, and now
Not
it's like
so
I'm not
much.
prepared today. Where? I'm tied up in my own cord. There we go. We're good. All right. And I got to get to those. All right, guys. So what did we get on
28.
28 nature and
15.
work?
Yeah.
Damn you.
I rolled a little rough.
Okay. Come on. There we go.
I'm untrained, and I got
More than she did?
yeah,
God.
like a
We don't
30,
need to rub it in.
like a 30, 30.
You got a
Just
30 in
distracting.
nature?
What?
I rolled a 19,
You're untrained?
and I have 11.
He's distracting me, that's why.
That sounds like that's trained. Are you looking at Esteban?
Yes,
Okay, that's why.
but still,
Okay, I knew he was full of shit.
I was like, what? That's not
I have a
right.
21,
Okay, 21 won't get it, but
which is higher than 15.
He is correct on that.
gosh.
However, not a 30.
It's still
These are arboreal regents. They are usually solitary creatures responsible for guarding entire forests. They don't usually attack without provocation. They like to kind of gather information and then hone in on a threat.
They shouldn't attack us if we don't pose a threat to them.
Are they attacking each other?
They are not.
Oh.
They are, I do not have anything as big as them, but they are about 30 feet tall.
The hell?
We should
They're-
be able to walk right under them.
They are kind of,
Yeah, we're good.
they look like big walking trees with faces. And they are definitely heading in your direction. And Avery, you've been feeling pretty excited as, you know, after a day and a half of travel, a little bit more, you're feeling pretty close to this icon. But it's almost as if the closer you get, you feel like you're not sure how close. But you know you're closer and closer and closer, but you can't pin it down. Does that make sense?
Sounds like the same feeling I've been having, trying to figure out where they are, and it's either above me or.
Mm-hmm. All right. What kind of languages do you guys speak?
Probably not whatever this is.
Well, there's a boreal. And then there's Fae. You hear this creaking sound come out of them as they kind of separate. And they shift. And one steps easily down the side of the cliff. And the other stays kind of up on it. And the one that steps down, you see the mouth moving. But it almost sounds like the rustle of leaves and the yawning of branches. And then it kind of
It's fine, they're
nods
just tired.
slowly. And then it, in common, says, "What is your business in this forest and mountain?"
Esteban will step forward. Esteban will step forward, and he will graciously take his hat off and do his little regal bow. And, "Hello, my name is Esteban San Jorge de la Vega, and we are on a mission, searching for items that I can't divulge, but we are merely just passing through, heading south. Right?
Yes.
Right. We mean you no harm. We've already had camp up the road. We don't need any wood."
The creaking continues. He almost sways with a little bit of the breeze.
This is what happens when you don't show up.
He sways a little bit with the breeze.
So does Esteban.
How can we ascertain your intention if you don't reveal it?
Our intention is to pass through. Go from point A to point B.
We seek an item.
That's
It's
what I
very
said.
close. We mean no harm to the woods.
I also said that.
Shut up, Esteban.
That's like a 36 diplomacy. But you can go ahead.
Well, that was rolled after she started talking.
Yeah.
But while other things were happening.
Sure.
I do need. Hang on.
I don't have diplomacy.
What is?
Sucks to suck.
I do want everybody. I was asking perception DCs. You have a 27, and what does everybody else have?
I have a 25.
25 for Sunshine.
Esteban has a 25.
Esteban is 25.
24.
Is that this?
That's 10.
27 is Civil.
Yep.
I have 28.
Runa's 28. Chevy, you said 24,
Yes.
and
26.
your Nayla
Yes. That's me.
26. Okay. All right. Well, that definitely blows you guys' perception out of the water. So that will
Gee,
work. Well, no. There is a moment where you will get a chance to roll and see. Everyone may roll a perception. As something suddenly strikes the back kneecap of the one that has stepped down to be in front of you all. The back of its knee kind of buckles in a little bit and it groans and angrily. Totals, please.
31.
31.
30.
21.
Okay.
30.
32.
Math is hard. 24.
24. All right. 30 and above will get it. And then they slip from view again. Those of you that
Oh,
know
that's
who
the-
13 is, you see
Esteban's home.
13 has loosed an arrow into the back of its knee and then slipped back behind a tree.
I don't recall. Do I know 13?
Yes, you've met him
Okay.
with around Charlotte.
Okay.
And then he slips behind a tree, and that will begin combat.
Did he just set us up?
Seems like it. If you got over a 30, you know what is beginning this combat. Otherwise, not quite. But it is damaged a little bit. All right, so that will be initiative, guys. Put these guys on the board. These are definitely nowhere near the size they need to be, but that's fine. Put the one up here. All right.
Again, with my perception.
All right, so anybody above 35? So 30 to 35 then.
32.
32.
34.
34.
I also have a 34. Several does.
Okay.
32.
All right, who's going to be going first, Irnila or Several? What we got on?
I'll go first.
Okay. And Runa and Avery?
Avery can go first.
Okay. All right, so 25 to 30. Okay. So 20 to 25.
Esteban has a 21.
I have a 21.
Esteban has a 25.
Esteban has a 21.
21. Oh, you both have a 21.
Correct.
Yes. Oh. What is with you guys all having the same initiatives? And Chevy, what is yours?
19.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Who's going first, Esteban or Sunshine?
I'll have Esteban go first.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
All right. So, top of the order, unsee. We'll continue that. All right, and then Irnila. What would you like to do?
I don't want to do anything.
Would
But
you
I
like
guess
to
that's not
hold?
an option.
Would you like to hold then?
Didn't we discuss that I was going first?
Oh yeah, several. What are you?
I was
doing?
like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
How'd that happen?
Sorry,
I'm.
Obviously not.
I wrote her name first.
It's fine.
apparently.
It's fine. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am faster than 13 is.
Mm-hmm.
And I take off in a dead sprint to wherever the hell he is.
You saw him up here
Mm-hmm.
behind the tree.
Sure. I have
So-
blind fighting, so
And you do have a climb speed,
I
so
certainly
you also
do.
have 45 feet.
certainly do.
Okay, you get to right here, and you will get there in one movement
I love that for me.
up under the tree.
I do have blind fighting, so if he is concealed, I know where he is. So, where is this motherfucker?
Well, considering he went first, he's not just concealed at this point.
I understand that. If he's hidden,
Mm-hmm.
so I only need to make the flat check of to target a hidden creature while you're adjacent to an undetected creature of your level or lower. They are instead only hidden from you. So if he's undetected, he is only hidden from you.
And they must be next to you?
Correct.
Okay. You're looking through there. He is definitely not right there.
Okay, where did he go when he stepped behind
He
the
went
tree?
behind the tree. out
Which
of line of
direction was
sight.
he moving?
From where you are, he
Mhm.
stepped around the back of the tree.
Okay, well, then I wouldn't have come to this side of the tree if he went around the back side of the tree.
Okay.
So I'm going around the back side of the tree looking for him.
Okay. So you're spending your
I'm
action.
spending my
looking for him.
movement moving through that area until I find him, until I become adjacent to him.
Okay.
And then I will find him.
Okay. So you are spending your action looking for 13.
Correct.
Your actions, I should say.
Yeah. And yeah. Correct.
Okay. All right. That is Civrils. You're Neela.
So I had it high enough that I saw a person.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea who said person is.
Had a hood and dark clothing.
And I see several head that direction. I'm just going to follow him.
Okay.
Um,
He went up that cliff like a spider, just
Oh, well, I
quick
can't
and easy.
probably do that.
He has a climb speed.
Sure, absolutely. I have a fly speed, so
Oh, well, there you go.
I will use one action to fly.
Okay. What is your fly speed?
I can move it. Is it the same as my move? It doesn't say a different speed. It just says I have a fly speed. It doesn't say how much. Is it the same as my normal movement?
What is giving you your fly speed? Is it an item?
It's just an action. I don't know. I do not know.
Oh.
Are you looking in the actions?
Yes.
Okay, so under the actions tab, it will show every action available.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
you necessarily
Yeah, if
may
you
not
don't
have
have
a,
something
There we
that
go.
yeah,
flies,
you may not
then
necessarily have a fly speed.
Perfect.
well,
Yeah,
that would
it's
have
just-
been neat.
Yeah, I was
Flying
literally
goblin?
like, I was literally
Wow,
like
she's
a
brought
flying
wings,
goblin.
yeah,
Like,
what's
that's
happening?
OP.
Okay.
And you're a ranged combat. That's cheating.
Gee.
Okay.
Look. Okay.
Oh.
Now, it can be either athletics or acrobatics to get up that cliff. Mostly it would be athletics, but if you can give me a really good reason to use acrobatics, I will let you do that as well.
I suppose.
Goblins bounce.
I am a bouncy goblin.
You are.
I am, in fact, a bouncy
She
goblin.
is, in fact, a bouncy goblin. That's one of her things.
Oh my gosh.
It's true.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah.
would you like to give me an acrobatics and try to
yes.
go up there and follow him?
Yes, I
What
would
is your
love
land
to.
speed? But what is your speed? You said
30.
30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an
yes.
acrobatics.
I'm like a tigger.
Tops of
Oh,
it.
but I'm not a very good tigger because that was
Bottoms
a
are made of the
15.
brick.
Okay. All right. Well, 15. Yeah, you can start up there. So you go heading over here. 30 feet is going to get you pretty much to the top of this right here,
Okay.
right in front of this guy. And then, do you want to move closer, or do you want to stay here at the edge?
I'll stay there at the edge.
Okay.
Can I?
Get her to stay there. Maybe. She likes to get in places where I have to balance her mini. Swear to God.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing.
Everybody has to have their talents.
But I probably can't see past the tree guy, can I?
He's pretty tall, but he does have kind of smaller trunks of legs, so he's not. He only takes up that much room that you're seeing the figure, but he's like this tall,
Well, he's
if not bigger.
way bigger than me.
Oh yeah, he's way up there.
Hurts my neck to look. Can I see Cyril and the person he is after?
You
From
can
here.
see several looking. The guy had ducked behind a tree,
Okay.
and you're not quite sure where he went after that. Several's up there looking right now.
Okay. So I will hold my paired strike in the event that guy comes into view.
Okay. All right. Alrighty then. So you are holding your 2 actions, and that brings us to Avery. What would you like to do? Nobody's attacked the big trees except for 13, but it seemed to get really angry about being struck in the back of the leg. So what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to try to follow and try to climb up one of the trees, not like the actual creatures, but like an actual
A different tree. Okay.
Yes.
You want to actually climb a tree, okay?
Yeah, I want to try to
Oh,
see
look.
if I can get sight of 13 from high up. Maybe
Okay.
he's hiding in one.
Do you
look,
want
an
to
elf in
do you
a
want to climb the tree behind the creature, or the one up there that he had disappeared around?
I'll do the one that he disappeared around.
Okay. What is your speed?
35 feet.
All right, that's going to bring you about right here. Would you like to use the second action to get up the tree?
Yes.
Moving up the tree. All right. We're going to remove the tree for the moment so that I can just put her on it. Go ahead and either acrobatics or athletics. I'll take either one.
$19.
Okay. Which one are you doing?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay, so you kind of do some flipping, maybe, bounce off the back of Cyril as he looks around and hop up there.
I'll give her a good
Give her a good boost up. All
Thanks,
right.
buddy.
So she kind
No
of
problem,
parkours
pal.
up.
Buddy's
So
my
she's up
apple
on the
bird.
tree, in the tree, and you're looking around for him as well.
Yep.
So your last action, do you want to spend it searching for him as well?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll perception as well.
Rona should totally hold.
25.
25. You're not seeing him. You're looking in the tree, you're looking out there. You're not quite sure. You can't quite see where he's at. Runa?
I have no idea what exactly we're doing, so I'm gonna hang out here and make sure I don't get stepped on at the moment.
Okay. It looks like this thing can probably almost just reach out and touch any of you that it wants right there. But maybe you're within its reach, maybe you're not.
I'm gonna glance around. Does everybody look like they want to attack the tree guy, or just
I mean, it
go
looks like
after
they're
13?
up there looking for the guy who shot it. Well, did you get a 30 something? Or you had over a 30? Yeah, you can definitely tell that they're up there looking for him.
Well, Esteban was already talking to it, so I'll give him
Okay.
a minute to maybe say something.
All right. That brings us to their turn. All right.
If they're gonna act before Esteban starts talking, I'm gonna try to say something.
Okay. What would you like to say?
We didn't attack you. That was not us.
Why don't you give me a...
Common, because I don't know what they were speaking in, but they were obviously
He did
talking.
speak in common,
Oh, cool.
eventually. Give me a diplomacy.
26.
26. It kind of leans back.
See, look, they're
eyes
not coming
narrow.
at you. They're going at the person that did.
Slowly turns its head. And as quickly as you would think it couldn't go, it does. Turns and takes 2 huge steps up here to beside them. This one, seeing him, turns and both take their arms and sweep across the ground, barely missing several, rocking the tree that you're climbed up into. You can feel them moving things, moving the ground. The tree itself, with its second and third action, this one here, you feel the tree underneath you almost seem to awaken, and it starts to move,
Oh, not
taking
again.
its own form as
So
a
glad I didn't play the
boreal as well.
I thought it was safer anyway.
It gets its own face as the tree awakens and starts joining in the search for 13.
Well, maybe this is a good thing, because if this tree finds it, I'm already on it, so I can just...
Maybe it thinks you've always been there. You never know.
I'm just gonna stay
Alright.
quiet.
All right, so after their turn, you seem to have convinced the one, and since it's going, the other one is joining in the search. All right, that brings us to Esteban.
So, what is the range when they did the sweep of the woods around them? What areas did they clear?
They seem to be flattening, not necessarily cutting through, kind of flattening the ground around them in a 15-foot radius around them. They have a 15-foot reach.
Okay, so is there an area up there that hasn't been cleared by either several running through, searching all of the squares up there. Essentially, when he gets next to him, he's going to know he's there. Or these things swiping through. They're kind of like radius. Essentially, I have Revealing Light, which is the remastered Fairy Fire. And he's looking for a place that hasn't been cleared to drop Revealing Light.
So you're looking to see where they haven't looked.
Correct.
Well, you guys are checked all this area.
Okay.
So there's this area over here or down here.
Okay.
You know he's not as fast as you, but he could possibly
Right.
be in there.
Sure.
Where would you like to?
I mean, I would say I'm gonna take this area down here on the bottom, and it's a 10-foot burst.
This area here?
Yep. And I'm
Okay.
gonna put Revealing Light in that area.
All right. What does Revealing Light do?
It's essentially Fairy Fire, the remastered version of Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So a wave of magical light washes over the area. You choose the appearance of the light, such as colorful or heatless flame or sparkling motes. A creature affected by Revealing Light is dazzled. If the creature was invisible, it becomes concealed instead. If the creature was already concealed, for another reason, it is no longer concealed. And it needs to make a save versus Esteban. Reflex. And his save is 26.
That makes it.
Okay. So, on a success, the light still affects the creature for 2 rounds.
Okay. And so he's visible.
He is visible and he is dazzled.
All right. And dazzled, other creatures are concealed from him.
Correct.
All right.
So that was a 2-action cast. And then whoever's still right here, Esteban's going to, for a 1-action, he's going to cast Winning Streak on Chevy.
Okay. All right. Winning streak is on Chevy.
What's that do?
Winning Streak
ahead
gives you
and let me know.
hasted, allows you can use the hasted, is it hasted? What do they call it? Quickened. Essentially gives you an extra action in a round. You can use it to move or strike. So you can only use the extra action to move or strike. And then if anyone within the next, by the time it gets around to Esteban again, if anyone crits on any kind of attack roll or anything like that, they will become hasted or quickened. And it essentially can work its way continually around the party until we go a whole round without someone critting.
Okay.
That's all for Esteban.
All right. All right. That brings us to Sunshine.
Found him.
Yep, you did.
There he is.
Is he visible to me?
He is. He is visible right now.
Would that not release her held action?
Yes.
There you go.
Bang, bang, bang.
You can go right ahead.
Sorry.
Ooh. Alright. No, you're good.
I'm about to Darkwing Duck his ass.
Okay, so my first is a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Dirty 20. And. Hold on. 20 will not hit.
Didn't figure. All right, so let me try the other one. Is a 29.
29 will hit.
That is 5 points of damage.
Boom.
From my wrist launcher.
It's morphin' time.
Is that one stop it or
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
What were the two?
Stop it and
Wait.
No,
hold on.
don't.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hold on and stop it.
Yeah. So I think stop it was the wrist launcher.
Okay. Well,
All right, you said 3 points of damage?
5.
5. All right.
Those two
hammer was
points of
stopping.
damage. That's important.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. Very
you know what?
important.
I'm not gonna erase it, but I did tell you wrong. That technically would have missed by 1. But I believe doesn't Esteban have a aura that adds +1?
He does, but it's
Constantly.
not right now.
I think he does from the hat.
From the
The
hat.
Veil of
Oh,
Valor.
I have no idea what that does.
It essentially is an inspire. It's a it's a courageous anthem. I think it's +1 to attack.
It
It's
is.
essentially a courageous anthem at all times from him, within 30 feet, but which will stack with his own bardic abilities. So,
Okay.
all right. So
We're gonna add that as a custom buff here soon.
that's that was dirty 20, and then you hit. So then that's the end of your
That's
actions.
it for me. Yep.
All right, Sunshine.
I'm casting.
All right.
Get him.
Yeah, there's a loud boom,
These
boom.
these poor tree things are like. "Grrr."
I'm within
Exactly.
range of Esteban,
Nice.
so that is a
Could not have timed that better.
29
29
to hit.
No.
What?
30 is what you need. 13 is a 30 to be hit. Like I said, the 29 technically wouldn't have hit, but then I did remember the Esteban thing. 29 became a 30.
Well, fuck you, 13. I don't have anything to make that a +1.
You know what's horrible is he probably says, well, hello to you, traveler, as well. Or hello
Yeah.
to you as well,
Hello, traveler.
Hello, traveler. All right. Do you have any more actions?
I have one action,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not quite sure.
Don't you have guidance?
No.
No, as if it shouldn't be known.
What?
All right.
I'm looking.
Would you like to move or do anything else?
No.
Chevy, you're on deck, so
Yep.
you're ready.
Go ahead.
All right.
I don't have anything.
I'll
Why is this not working?
use my movement. How far is it up there to get to 13?
There it goes. How far
down
is it
here
to get
with
to
us.
13? He's
Yeah.
over here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
right there.
I'll use my extra action and then another action if I need to get within range of 13.
Okay. And your speed?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Yes.
So you can get here. And it takes you another 5 feet to get there.
That's rude.
Unfortunate. But yeah.
Well, with that second action, then can I do tumble through then instead
Okay.
of? So that would put me on the opposite side of him because I can stride up to my speed with
Sure.
that.
Tumble through, you need to beat his reflex DC, correct?
Yeah, acrobatics. That is a 30.
I'm checking. Where is it?
It's up there by those other saves.
I don't have it in the same app as you guys. Okay. Oh, come on. Stop. $30 will beat the DC.
Okay. That gives me panache, and then I'll use my next next action to do a strike. Remind me what that did. Was that a +1?
The spell that's on you,
Yeah.
it just makes you.
Oh, it just gives me an extra action
correct.
to move or strike. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that means you have 2 actions left to hit him.
That's true. So first one will be my one of my whatchamacallits. If I can find that. Well, it's a weapon attack regardless, so 9 plus 17. That's not gonna hit. So then second attack minus 5. Also not gonna hit. It's a worse. Tried to stab him twice, and no luck.
All right. And since we are bringing us up to top of the order, anybody have anything held? No. We will
God bless it.
take our
Mort,
break.
come get your
for the moment.
boy.
We can still talk. You guys can talk to everybody about. We can talk about 13. We can talk about let's.
I'm sure Laura's got questions.
Yeah,
about
I'm
13.
sure. Everybody can. We can give a
Nobody
recap
knows.
of kind of what's going on. Whichever we would like to do, guys. Who would like to hang for a moment? Because this streamer's got a stream.
I'll hang, but I'm not. I'm not going to talk about 13, but I'll hang.
I was like, oh no, I started this combat. This combat started. Now I gotta go. Okay, well, I guess I'll wait.
Dang.
I at least wanted to get to the top of the order. Okay.
Dang.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Set him up in this combat and then
Anybody else
pulled the
that
rug
wants
out from
to
under
take
him.
a moment?
Rude.
Something to scratch my back.
Oh, I was 13 with Charlotte.
You know, that's a really good question. Nobody knows. She does, but
Well, I think so. I think it goes back to the conversation that Cyril was having with Chevy, right? It's kind of two sides of a same coin. Like, I feel like Charlotte is potentially looking to save the other deity, and just polarizing it. Maybe 13 agrees with that philosophy that he should be saving the god of magic versus the god of death. I mean, just throwing that out there. Now, see, that's the better question, Laura. That's the much better question.
and actually, who is he working for? Is he working for Charlotte? Because he sure as hell disappeared when she showed up.
He certainly did. But he's also had, grassroots in with whatever they were called, the Rogues Guild thing.
Yeah. The
What's
Union?
it called? The Union, yeah. With Mert, his best friend.
Mort.
Same thing. Yeah, so interestingly enough, right? So you don't really know where his allegiance lies or who he's actually pulling the strings for, or why the hell he's in these woods shooting poor trees in the knee. What the fuck's that about?
Like, is he just like following us?
Clearly he's following us.
Obvious. Well, okay. Well, he was in front of us technically, but then again, he usually scouted before us.
Right.
So he's just been hiding and stealing pocket bacon.
Has to bump
What?
the feather.
What? What?
She's finding me a feather.
Oh.
Oh, they're over there on the shelves. Look higher. Yeah, so Mort is either hiring, and then what's with Mort? He can be anywhere and everywhere and suddenly disappear in his carriage, like
And
nothing?
he can look like whatever the hell he wants?
Yeah, apparently.
That sounds like cheating to me.
That is definitely cheating.
Sounds like, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Class A plot armor. Right?
Or something else.
NPC plot armor.
Yeah.
No, but we don't really know who Mort is.
Well, we can find out next time we see him. I'll run him through and we'll see how plot armor he is.
I'm pretty sure you
Don't you run your mouth and things you don't know about.
him
Thank you
in
very
the
much.
face.
I did punch him in
And
the face. What?
I do believe he did say something about your hand and his gut.
Correct.
The one I'm bold on.
I
Correct.
do believe I was there for that.
You were there for that.
Yeah. So
Be careful though.
Yeah.
You were not there for when I stabbed him.
no, you had your hand in his gut.
I certainly did.
I don't know about the stabbing.
He was trying to get away, and I wasn't going to let that happen.
You gave you.
Props to Esteban for the feather.
Hey, when you're not here, you can't defend yourself.
Yep.
I mean, he gave me multiple feathers last week, so
Yeah.
But
true.
what if 13
He
is
didn't offer
Mort?
yesterday he gave me multiple feathers.
What if 13 is Mort?
What if? What if? And Laura says, "What if Mort is the god of death?" I don't
Why
think.
would he be working against us, though?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to save the god of death. I think it would be counterintuitive for him to.
And Mort knows who we're rooting for.
Correct.
Because he asked us, who you gonna kill? So,
Yeah, the intrigue is real, right?
Wow.
Like, what's that about? That's some crazy shit.
so
Don't
If-
worry. Don't worry. We'll get some answers out of 13 once I catch his ass. And remember, I'm faster than he is.
Oh, we told him that okay. I told him that we were going to save the god of death. Because that decision was made, that decision was put in my hands to make. And it's time for the god of magic to go, or else he wouldn't be reaped. So, natural selection.
Survival of the fittest, or any of
Nope.
those other cool things.
Nope. It's his time. His time is time. His time is done.
His time is now.
Well, but then again, let's be careful with the whole time thing, because we don't want to mention that guy.
Yeah. See, that's exactly how I look at it, Laura. Like it's the god of death is just trying to do his job, and the god of magic is being, a dick about it.
Don't say that, Laura.
Tisk tisk.
If you say his name 3 times, he'll show up behind you and give you a wedgie.
Oh boy.
What do you guys think over there?
I have no idea
They're
what
probably
you're talking about.
lost.
It's okay.
Okay, so-
no. So what do you think so far? What
In-
could we fill you
in the
on?
skinny of things, 13 was a companion of ours a long while ago. He ventured off to do his own things like he always does. He's kind of
It's the loudest
Continue.
pocket bacon I've ever heard.
I'm just saying. So he ventures
Crispy
off to kind of
pocket
do his own thing, and
Gonna sizzle.
we hadn't seen him in a really really long time, and so Civil ran into him. Out of character knowledge, Civil ran into him when he was working with Charlotte, and he kind of came and went like he always does. So it's kind of fitting that Charlotte shows up, he disappears, and then now we're looking for this other, icon of Ascendant, and he shows up to try to, get us killed in the woods. So he always had a hook in with the Union, which is like the big thieves guild. And Mort was a guy, like a contact of his that was kind of his way in to the Union, and
Mort hired us.
and Mort hired us to go get the icons.
Well, he hired us. First, he hired us to figure out what
Why
was going on.
why the mages were walking, but at the end of the day, 13 went off to do his own thing with the Union. We hadn't seen him in months and months and months and months and months. He shows up helping Charlotte to try to find the icons, and now he's here shooting trees in the knee, trying to get us killed. So he's got some, explaining to do.
I'll have to take an arrow to the head in a minute.
I don't know what you're doing. I have a light in my face, so if you're,
She just dancing.
I think so, but all I see is a figure kind of going like this.
That's about all she's doing. Just a little shimmy.
Good Lord. Yes, I was compelled to work for Charlotte. That's right. I was not, not under my own will was I doing her deeds.
And neither was
Unlike
I,
some
just
people.
to clarify.
What do you mean? So
Oh,
were
you
you?
weren't here for
Just to
that?
clarify. Let's back the train up.
Avery hasn't told you that yet.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You guys haven't reached that point in your memories where you remember stuff.
Well, she's like the younger sister that gets all the goodies and then hides them in a room until mom and dad are gone, and then doesn't share.
The problem is that you're dad.
Huh?
I said the problem is that you're actually dad, not big brother.
I'm not her dad.
oh God.
I don't know what kind of weird, sick, twisted thing this is turning into.
I don't
but
know.
that's
How
not
many?
her.
Everybody died.
Hang on.
in
How many
the forest.
lifetimes does
What?
how many lifetimes does Avery again? She had how many? She's at least one lifetime because she's an adult. So,
Yes.
but you haven't hit 2 lifetimes yet, have you?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, no, you're still like barely an adult. So,
Yeah, she's darn near a pup.
yeah. She
How
didn't
old is
even.
Avery?
If I remember correctly, when we were talking about Avery before, you and I were discussing Avery. Avery didn't even get her coming of age ceremony, did she? Because the forest burnt.
Yeah, and I thought everybody went with it, except for me.
Well, he was in a different part of the forest. You were in the high forest. He was in near the Crimson Peaks in the Crimson Grove. So,
Or so I thought. Now I'm starting to wonder, are you my real dad?
Can confirm, no.
Does that make you my mom?
Oh boy.
I mean, I'll mother you, but I don't
Oh,
know if
boy.
I'm even old enough. How old are you?
Not quite 2 lifetimes.
she's barely over 1 lifetime. After when the forest
Are you
broke,
younger than she
burnt,
is?
she was a few weeks before her first lifetime, her coming of age.
And how long is
We're
the
having a
lifetime?
moment here.
Oh, I mean, you were traveling several months, or
Honestly, I
maybe a
lost
year.
track.
No, you were several
How
months.
long is a lifetime?
Well,
That's the
amongst her
question.
people, that is the question. The high forest, they tend to see a lifetime as about 50, 60 years, and then she was not quite to her first lifetime and found Azara, and then would have hit her first lifetime. She found Azara in the burning of the forest, and Azara is almost a year old, so she's barely over being an adult. But technically, I don't think she's ever told you guys that she hasn't gone through her coming of age ceremony.
I'm older
I really
than
didn't
she
want
is.
that.
Oh,
Come
thank
out.
the Lord.
I'm sure you
older
guys.
than she is,
I'm sure you guys all
but I
talked
am
about
not-
it in your memories at some point, but
But I am not as old as you.
No, you're not.
I don't even know how old you are.
I'm working toward my 3rd lifetime.
All right, Grandpa.
so yeah, when she did meet Charlotte, those of you
How
that
much is that?
Yeah.
kind of
Each
want a
lifetime
little
is
bit of an
60 years.
update.
I may be older than you.
Huh?
I may be older than you.
No, he already forgot about it. Let's not talk about it.
Well, she was coerced in a different way and commanded in a different way, which of course I think that one is actually still is available on YouTube, guys. You guys can actually catch up and look through these old adventures and these old memories of theirs. Charlotte was threatening Azara, so I mean, threatening to eat her in one bite. She wasn't gonna let that happen. But you guys need answers. Well,
Oh wait,
I'm sure they'll find some kind of answers.
I might be younger than Avery.
No, you've had your coming of age ceremony,
Yeah, but she's coming up on her 2nd
or
lifetime.
did you not? No, she's just over it. She's only been the time with you guys,
Uh-huh.
which hasn't quite been a year. She was
Okay.
coming from the burned forest.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I am older than her, but not by much.
All right, I'm kind of catching up in chat here. So, I was 13 with Charlotte. Well, that is a good question.
Because he's shady.
You guys they were told that the god of magic's time was up and that the god of death was going to reap him, as was explained. I was hearing, I wasn't keeping up with this part here. And I mean, maybe they can get some answers from 13. I guess we'll see what they do.
What?
Very much older brother.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm barely older than Avery.
Nobody else needs to
That's kind of what I
take a
figured.
moment, or do we want to get back to this combat?
Let's go.
guys?
I got
Are we ready
answers
to get back to it? You have answers to get, huh? All right. So, we're gonna go back to the top of the order, which is actually going to be 13.
No, you don't get a turn. Sit there,
Well,
suffer.
everything's considered concealed. Which is, what is that going to give him? Against
Flat 5
you?
check
You
to
gotta
try
get
and
a
hit
flat
it.
5 check. All right. We got Chevy. Oh, I didn't move you to tumble through here. You're on this side of it. All right, flat 5 check. Let's see here. That'll do it. Debilitating strike.
It's a difference of 80 years. It's fine.
Oh no, you have to be flat-footed already. Let's see here. What is it?
Boop, boop.
Sorry, I'm having to look through all of the stuff for him here.
The thing that sucks for him is that his character was made, well, he was made to work with Sivril, and I don't think Sivril's working with him.
He was definitely made to work with somebody because he worked well with Turby too.
Yes, he did.
The piercing flamingo.
Now let's hope he doesn't have a partner in the woods.
Yeah. Oh yes, let's. If Turby jumps out of the woods, that's it.
Oh, that would be
We're gonna have problems.
the worst betrayal, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Swear to
He had
God.
a lot of problems.
I've never used a glistening sun spear, but I'm about to.
I don't recommend it for you.
I wish I had this in my path builder, but I don't.
You know how to change that?
Well, that would take a minute to put the entirety of this in there.
How about a Wednesday, Thursday,
You're getting called
Monday?
out. Called out.
Oh, you mean when I work on aircrafts or other
Called
things
out.
like that?
Shots fired.
I mean, I'm just saying. And it keeps.
This would qualify as prepping.
You're about to get stabbed.
I didn't expect you guys to catch up with him, honestly.
Hello, we have Speedy Vampire here.
Well,
I think she was more reliant on us not being able to see him.
Yeah.
And him slipping away. And us having to fight the the now
There it is.
arrow to the knee tree things.
Well,
Boreals.
we shall see. You know what? Somebody needs to cast that thing where a bunch of crap starts flying around.
a bunch of stuff comes flying around, a bunch of crap comes flying around. What are you?
Telekinetics projectile. That sounds like a bunch of crap flying around.
Yes. The one that you've gotten hit with multiple times.
Why would I do that?
Why is this doing that?
I can continue to cast Revealing Light and make sure he doesn't disappear.
Okay.
Sounds way better.
Then
All right.
damaging?
Huh?
Sure.
I don't know if you know that or not, but that's Sybil's job. Telling you.
I've yet to see it.
Wow.
Me damage things? Oh, okay.
Today?
Oh, okay. All right. Dang. Guess I'm gonna sit down
There
and take
it
a nap.
is.
Well, we've been used to you doing that, so.
Are you though?
I mean,
Okay, so new character. Here we go. Brock's making a comeback.
B-Rock.
oh, so he's just gonna appear out of thin air.
I mean, everyone else appears out of thin air.
I mean, it is a thing.
Well,
I've
I'm
got him.
gonna
I've got him
sit
pulled
over
up. He's
here.
even level 8.
Might be more helpful,
Okay.
less annoying.
Hey, 13. You're looking for help, buddy? We got this.
less moody.
Damn. Shit. I'm just gonna go up and stab Chevy just for old times' sake.
All right.
This feels right.
Sorry, I'm
not
just
more.
used to it.
I'm just saying.
It doesn't tell me what that's,
Good lord.
what does that use, though? Okay, on a feint, Chevy, overextending feint. It's his deception versus your, what does feint go off of, guys? Because it's not telling me.
Should be your
Should
perception.
be your perception.
Yeah.
What is your perception
Perception
DC?
DC.
Yes.
24.
Your perception DC is 24. His deception check is not popping up for me. Where are you? You? All right, I've given finger now.
It has to work now, right?
It has to.
Well, he could just use my deception. It's a 2.
Yeah, no. That is a total of 28. So that does it. All right, so overextending feint, you are now taking a -2 circumstance penalty to your next attack roll against him. And he's going to try to hit here. That would be a 24 to hit.
24 does not hit. I'll use opportune repost as a reaction.
Okay.
Take that.
Which, yep, sorry, that's only when I critically fail a strike against me, so
Okay.
it's not critical fail.
All right, so you are not attacking back
Yep,
then?
no reaction.
All right, so he is going to tumble through and up. All right, so no, he's not.
Reactive strike.
Do not have reactors.
Yeah.
I do have other things.
All right, so he goes to kind of tumble through. He stumbles over your foot, and he turns and he smacks his head against the cliff here instead of going up it, which is his intention.
Sorry.
He's going to take some bludgeoning damage, and that's going to bring us to Several.
Nerd.
You say nerd?
Yeah.
Bad luck.
All right, so I'm gonna move over and drop right behind 13 off that cliff. Yep, flanking with Chevy.
There you go.
You have some explaining to do.
Are you mocking Esteban?
Yes. You're not here to defend yourself. So that would be a 31 to hit.
A 31 will hit.
Great.
What's our favorite number? 31.
Okay.
It's 13 backwards.
He takes 14 points of damage, and he is off guard.
All right.
I am now going to demoralize him. Probably not.
Probably not.
21.
Nope.
Okay. Last action, I will do dueling parry. Bip!
Okay.
Oh, that's a lie. I moved. That's a lie. I moved. I moved, attacked, and tried to intimidate.
All right. Open up here.
Also, he is taking 3 points of persistent bleed.
All right. That'll happen at the end of his turn.
Correct.
All
Well,
right.
The damage happens at the beginning. He gets the flat check to save it at the end, to essentially shut it off.
All right. So that brings us to Yrnila.
I'm going to use all 3 actions to mark 13 for death.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but I love it.
All right. So you are marking 13 for death.
Let's go. What does that do?
So I designate a seagull creature as my mark. And then I will gain a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks to find them. And to deception checks to feint. And they take a -2 if they try to find me.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like a different game's hunter's mark.
Yeah.
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 That's what I was thinking.
That fifth game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that brings us to Avery. What would you like to do?
Do I have a
You're-
clear shot of them from where I'm standing in the tree?
You are up in the tree. You can definitely see.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up my longbow and I'm gonna shoot.
Go for it.
Pow.
$19.
19 will hit. Not hit.
I also say what?
Sorry.
Wait, not hit?
No. 30 hits.
Okay, I'm gonna reload.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm not gonna hit again.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 because you reload easy and quick.
Okay, well, I'm gonna climb down from the tree so I can get closer and get a better shot, because clearly that isn't working.
Okay.
I mean, that tree is moving.
All right.
That, I forgot about that.
Give me either an acrobatics or a athletics. Which one do you want? And where do you want to move?
Do acrobatics. Ooh, okay. 30.
30 definitely does it.
I want to move out of the tree onto that edge right there,
Right here?
overlooking the 3 of them, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
And this time I shoot, I hopefully will actually hit him.
Okay.
Rain spells on his face.
Die.
Yeah, make that noise.
That brings us to Runa.
Is there a way to like relent your actions?
To like give him to someone else?
No, just not take them at all.
Sure, you
I
could
mean,
just not do
you
anything.
can stand there not sure what to do. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's just kind of watching everybody gang up on 13, and she's just like, I'm not touching that. I don't know what to do in this situation. Trees are friends. That's all I got.
You just
That's
make
only
peace
because
with
they
the
can
tree
turn
so they
me
don't.
into a Runa pancake, and I don't.
Do you speak for the trees?
I spoke to the tree.
Okay.
No Lorax.
Nope. I'm taller than
All right.
Barely.
you. Barely.
Maybe we need to hug the trees.
Okay. So that's going to bring us then to the big tree oak here. It's going to step right here. And this one just kind of steps down into right here behind you. Kind of what they're doing. And
I'll provide
that's
some much
going
needed
to
sound effects for
be-
you.
We've got
Yeah,
sound
there you
effects.
go. There you go. Get him.
All right. So, after their movement, pardon me.
You know, if you wouldn't have said anything, I would have totally believed it was the tree.
All right. A root slips out from the one on top's foot and reaches out and smacks at 13. And that is not going to hit. And it's going to bring a branch down on his head. And that almost hits, but does not quite. Second one is going to try the root as well. That will hit. Barely. All right. So, tripping. Athletics of a 34. He is tripping.
Boom.
Boom! Down to the ground he goes. All right. 13 is prone, and he is taking some damage here from this guy. How do I keep losing those dice? There they are. Oh, that's really shitty damage. It's a total of 10. It's like almost minimal. All right, and his last action. He is definitely gonna, he'll go for that branch slap there. And he will miss it by 3. All right, so that will bring us then to Esteban.
So Esteban is going to, he's going to move up to try and keep everybody within that 60-foot radius of him, excluding 13, and he'll even include the trees at this point. So he's going to move forward with one action.
Okay. 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he's going to do Courageous Anthem, which he's going to do Call and Response before that. So Call and Response is an action. Courageous Anthem is an action. His move is an action. So everyone has Courageous Anthem, which gives them a +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws against fear.
All right.
And you said that stacks with his hat, correct?
It does.
So everyone has a +2. Or does it only stack for him?
No, it stacks, period.
Okay. Cool.
And that's attack and damage as well.
Yes. Yeah. So that's all he's got.
All right. And that brings us to Sunshine.
Make a fortitude save.
Or die.
On
13.
13th making one. Wow, that's a really low roll.
I like that.
But
DC is 25.
okay.
Pass or fail?
DC is what?
25.
That's a 23. That will fail.
Awesome. So, I reach my hand out and I grab it. He is enfeebled 1.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And he takes 15 damage, bludgeoning, as I cast Bone Shaker.
All right.
I can move him up to 15 feet.
Would you like to move him?
Is he on the ground?
Yes.
Does he get bonuses for being on the ground?
What do
Okay.
you gain?
I'm going to move him to the kneeling position in front of several.
Okay. So still technically on the ground.
Mhm.
All right. That's going to bring us to Chevy.
I will feint my first attack, which is Deception versus To DC. No, perception DC.
Finally, this spell frickin' works for me.
25.
25 will not do it.
Oh.
Does not beat the perception
Alright.
DC.
Okay. Just a normal weapon attack then. That's a 36 with the +2.
That will definitely hit.
$11 piercing damage. Sorry, 14 piercing damage. Forgot to add the +3.
All right.
I'll take a second attack here. That's a 29.
29.
Mhm.
That will hit. You guys are flanking.
Oh shit! He takes 2 more damage because of.
Oh yeah, and another 2 on top of that last, so that'd be 16 damage. That last one. This is 11. 6 is 17, 20, 21, 22 points of damage. For this one.
Sorry. Stop laughing. It's not funny.
It was hilarious.
All right. So that is your actions, Chevy. That brings us to the top of the order. To
Sorry.
what?
Somebody asked if they heard a mouse.
Yeah, you know what, Jinx? That's what I got for you. Screw you, buddy. All right. At least I didn't do the hand thing. We're good. All right.
I think she would be casting Fascinate.
You're so done. All right. His actions. Let's see here. He is no longer dazzled.
But he is enfeebled.
Uh-huh. He is enfeebled. All right, so as his eyes clear, he kind of goes, several.
Perception.
Hi. Yeah, deception. He's deceiving.
Okay.
That's what his whole thing is. His deception is over a 36. So he's like, several. What happened? When did you get here?
My look of confusion is way worse now.
He looks completely innocent and confused. What's your perception? Well, you can try to perceive on your turn, I guess.
Yeah.
His deception is against everybody. He looks suddenly confused. I'm pretty sure a 36 plus gets everybody's perception DC. Yeah. What's going on? Did you stab me? And so he's taking his turn to deceive. And holding anything else. So that brings us to Cipro. Would you like to see if he's deceiving you?
No.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Take everything off. Lay it on the ground.
What?
Do as I say. Now.
Everything?
I did not stutter. I know you have hidden pockets literally everywhere
All right.
on the ground.
Is anybody going to continue the combat? Or is anybody going to try to stop the treants from continuing this combat?
Let's
'Cause
move closer.
Next up is Avery. What would you like to do? You can hear him talking to him.
I want to move closer with my bow still in hand, the arrow loaded, and aim it closer to his head.
Okay, you're right there. You want to come down? He's on his knees in front of Several.
Yes.
We're gonna have him stand up.
Hold
we
on
can
a second.
Here.
But I want to make sure my arrow is aimed at his head.
So one action to talk to him, yeah?
Well, I mean,
Because
Pretty much, you're talking.
I have 2 actions left. I have Mind Link. He is an
Okay.
elf.
all right.
In his head,
Mm-hmm.
they have no idea that you've betrayed them. I would be
haven't.
careful about the things that you're about to say, do, or respond with. I don't know what has happened to you or what took place when you were no longer with us. Just know at the end of the day, everything I do is in an attempt to save your life. And then this thing cuts.
Hey, you get a thanks? He just looks so confused. So you're going down, you're gonna hop down and stand right beside him,
Yep.
bow to his head.
Yeah, I wasn't around when he was around, so I've
Okay.
never trusted him to begin with.
Okay.
And I think he's lying.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it. And he's beat
No.
your perception DC, so it definitely doesn't look like it. It looks like he just looks completely confused. You're not sure. He's just looks so oddly innocent at the moment. And so that's Avery. Runa, are you going to do anything?
Just gonna keep watching.
Okay. All right. She said the movements out loud. Let's see if they're done. They kind of. One of his branchy hands holds up toward the other, and the tree that is lumbered forward, pulling its roots from the ground. They seem to stop and not attack. Esteban, Sunshine, Chevy, are any of you attacking? Oh, wait. No, I already went through reading. Did I skip you?
You did not. Yes, you did.
Oh, well,
But that's okay.
speak up. You can. Tell me.
I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
I have no idea what's happening as far as this person is concerned, so I'm gonna follow the other's lead.
Okay. Is anyone else making a hostile action, or are we going out of combat?
Esteban, hearing the conversation, will come up to the area there.
Okay. So everybody's kind of gathering right here.
And
How close is Esteban
he-
to get? Back here, maybe?
I mean, yeah, just off. He doesn't need to be that close.
Okay.
But he's going to say, 13, my friend, if your intentions are true, then will you accept my spell?
Who's that guy? He says to several. Yes, who's that guy? He doesn't know who he is. So, so he's asking, but
It's not my turn to reply.
yeah, he doesn't seem.
I'll use my action. He's a friend of ours, and we trust him.
I don't know who that is. He's kind of looking at several, but Sunshine, are you moving closer as well?
Yeah, I'm a little closer.
How close?
By the tree thing.
Okay. We'll move you by the tree thing. You're staying back there, Runa?
Can I hear everything?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I'll take a couple steps closer, but definitely not like flat out joining the group. Yeah. Just. And if I, for some reason, can't hear them, I'll move a little bit closer.
Okay. Chevy, are you making any aggressive actions?
Nope.
All right. The only other thing now then to do is there's been commotion and fighting out here, and the Boreal Guardians, they don't, the Regents, they don't seem very confused by it. But this thing of vines, not out from under your feet, but partially, they kind of wrap slowly back up and into the ground up here. And this piece, I'm gonna have to move this. This shifts back, opening up part of the wall. And a voice from within, feminine, says, "Who brings violence to my doorstep and my work?"
I didn't do anything.
His name is 13, and we're trying to decipher whether he was being controlled at the moment or if he's telling us an elaborate ruse.
Bring him inside, as well as all yourselves, since you're on my porch.
Apologies for the intrusion.
And if you guys are going to take him inside, then we will
Yeah, I'm
leave
taking him
combat.
inside.
We're gonna take him inside.
Hell yeah.
We will definitely leave combat then.
Surprise, it's Charlotte.
We just throw him in there.
Oh my god.
It's definitely not Charlotte's voice.
No, it's much nicer.
Yeah. Well,
Less touchy.
The door
sorry.
that opened. The door that opened is just very much so looks like natural stone, like a natural stone archway, and the stone itself almost 5 feet thick, and the whole thing had and moved out of the way, just like any door. And you guys move forward to see a kind of hewn stone floor. You see runes along the walls. Almost, it's not very hewn on the walls. It's very rocky and rough, but there are places that are carved out and just completely smoothed, and then there's these runes. I don't know how many of you actually speak the language. So,
What's the language?
it is Celestial.
I speak the language.
Figured you did.
I speak angels. I also speak some demon, but details.
So, Microwatch wants to know why you speak demon.
To tell my enemies that they're going back to where they belong.
All right.
That's a good reason.
He'll stand up, taking carefully, trying to remove stuff, but are we going in?
yeah, I think you can probably wait, but
Well, they said come in.
yeah, no, I'm saying taking your stuff off.
Oh, well, I was gonna do what you
I know.
said.
I grabbed the back of his shirt and I'm like, let's go.
Oh, hail, traveler.
Oh my god.
Never met you. I'm 13. He does to Ernila.
And Esteban and everybody else.
Not to everybody, because he knows them.
Most of us.
You guys go in, and you find, you see a figure standing with their back to you as you walk through this hall. and you see these ruins. The ruins say things like, home is never far away. Almost inspirational quotes is what you're seeing. As you're moving through, you see this beautiful celestial writing in these spots that have been made smooth. And you see this figure standing with their back to you, who seems to be wearing just this cloak of feathers behind them. As you guys step forward, they turn and you see wings rustle. And they lift them slightly off the floor so they don't drag. And a woman, armored and very majestic looking, with her white wings, turns around. You hear the boreal reagents moving on, and as everybody steps through the door, you hear it, a soft white light glowing around the room, as well as Sunshine's own glow. So, you all fight upon my doorstep. Tell me why.
I think all of the eyes in the room look at 13.
I don't know what was going on.
That's a lie from the devil.
I didn't do it.
We were merely walking through the woods trying to traverse to get from point A to point B. This gentleman popped out from behind the tree, shot one of the boreals in the knee, aggravating and starting a
What's that?
the big tree figures.
Why would I do that?
You know, I have questions too.
Okay. Okay. All right. now.
But we don't know if he was being controlled by someone or if he's lying to all of us. Hopefully, maybe you can help. I don't know what you can do or what you are. But we were just passing through. He appeared out of nowhere. The Boreals asked what we were doing. We were in the middle of talking to them and telling them what our business was. He appeared out of the tree, shot the one in the leg, and then tried to run. And we tracked him down.
Interesting. You don't know what you're doing here? She looks at 13. He goes, I have no idea. Where is here? That's hilarious. She looks very carefully at him and goes, interesting. He seems utterly clueless. But you were here earlier today. You were making your way through the woods, looking for something or someone.
Something.
Might I ask what?
Who was here earlier today?
The gentleman that you have in front of you. But now he seems utterly clueless as to that notion. What are
I
you
do
all
have to warn you, he is very manipulative with his words.
And I feel I'm very scrutinizing with my eyes and my reading of body language.
Okay.
In in the language that's written, I don't know what, I know what it's called elsewhere, but it's called some Imperium?
Imperial or something?
Empyrean? Which would be angel speak.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeking the weapon.
She looks at him again and goes, he was too. A divine bane, I take it.
Yes.
And what god were you seeking to sick it on?
The god of time, who we see, who is whose time is now.
The god of time.
Death. No, sorry, magic. Ha.
So confused.
The god of magic. Because his time is up.
Not the god of death.
No,
Interesting.
sorry.
He was here seeking the weapon for the god of death.
You're about to get visited.
Oh, really?
He was. He goes, I was. Looks at you. It's like, Several, can you please help me? I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused.
No.
What day is it?
Today.
That's really helpful.
Tuesday.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
It's Tuesday.
Okay.
It's always Tuesday.
It's always Tuesday.
Rude.
Some of us
I
are
don't
not.
think that helps his psyche, but you know,
Probably not.
it's always Tuesday.
Well, I'm not going to make 2. I'll only make 1. And this one's almost finished.
Can I ask why you were making it to begin with?
It was requested.
By
I've been waiting for the request.
who requested it originally?
This man here requested 1.
I see.
But if he doesn't even remember why he was here,
I don't
then
think
perhaps he isn't the one that it should be made for.
he took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, no, I agree. I don't even know who she is.
Esteban says, I feel your pain.
Seriously, who is that guy?
You need to show up next time.
You know, I don't. He's kind of quietly talking to just Several. I'm assuming you're still kind of behind him.
Yeah.
It's like, Several, I don't know half these people you're running with.
That's okay. I didn't want to know any of the people you were running with earlier.
Who?
Oh. Let's examine. Ready? So, less
Right
than
now?
5 minutes ago, you said, "Hail, traveler." Right? To who?
To
To who?
the little green person.
And why did you do that?
Because that's how I greet people.
And you greet people you
Don't really know. that
don't
I've
know.
never met.
Okay, so you didn't say "Hail, traveler" to the gentleman in the red,
Well,
and you
no,
didn't.
I didn't.
Ah, psh, psh, psh,
No,
psh,
he
psh.
said hail traveler to all of the ones he didn't know. He said
Correct,
it to
but
them.
he knows him, and he knows
He
her.
said it to her. He said it to him as well.
Bullshit, he did not.
He said it to the people he did not know.
I'm rewatching the video.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Rewind. Clip.
Laura,
said-
find it.
He said he had said it to the people looking at the people that he didn't know.
Well, then the whole conversation.
Laura says
doesn't
this is
happen.
BS.
Oh, you can still tell him he's full of shit.
No, if he didn't do that, then it doesn't make sense.
But I
anymore.
mean, he can still look at him and go, I don't know who he is. I mean, you've met him. You know who he is. He doesn't seem to know you right now.
Sure. Look.
Sure.
Either you're off your rocker and you don't remember anything that's happened to you in, I don't know, months
Says he
maybe.
left us?
I know that feeling.
Yeah, see?
When did I leave you guys?
Yeah.
I didn't leave you guys.
Yeah, you definitely
Can't be
did.
remembered.
No, I didn't.
You haven't.
You haven't been with us in months and months and months and months.
We last saw 13 with Charlotte.
Correct.
Look,
I'm so confused.
you.
Does the name Charlotte ring a
you
bell
are.
to you?
I'm trying to think if he knew. He didn't know her name
Hey,
from you. He says, Charlotte? Should I know that name?
Yeah.
I wanna. You go ahead. But
It was the vampire dragon lady you were working for.
Vampire dragon.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
So
Did
this-
the union give me a job?
No. So this is where we're heading. So allegedly, you came to this lady and asked her to create this item. You're clearly off your rocker.
Apparently.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take the item.
Okay.
And I think we should lock you up somewhere until you get your mental faculties back where you belong.
Can I just shoot him?
Why would you lock me up? Why wouldn't I just come and help?
Because
You might steal it.
you
question.
clearly cannot distinguish between
were standing there
right
not knowing
and
anything,
wrong
Look,
and good
somebody was
and
like, "I
evil.
wanna
I don't
shoot
really
you."
know you at all, but I only steal from people that the union pays me to, and
Right.
and from Lenny. Speaking of which, where's Lenny?
He's dead.
Who's
What?
Lenny?
Right. Back to what I was
Well, we
saying.
take
My
his
brother.
money and I give it to you, but when did he? How did he
Hey.
die?
So confused.
Me too. Okay.
You should be, which is why we should lock you up.
You know I can just get out of being locked up, but I don't understand.
Fix him. Blast him with that rock of yours.
It's okay
Well,
for him to
Can we not blast me with something?
I don't think it'll work
They know him way
quite
better than I
the
do.
way you want it
I
to.
rolled a nat 20. Can I hit him?
You're not here.
You're not here, Microwatch.
I have several hit him for me.
Right.
I'll just sit here quietly for a little
When
bit. and-
13 says that he'll break out if we lock him up, I'll take my manacles out and put them on his wrists.
After 15 minutes.
Get out of that.
Okay. Give me a few minutes.
How about you don't improve yourself?
I don't like things on my wrists. I don't like being locked up. I can't stay locked up. It's kind of a thing.
Sounds like a you problem.
It
You've
is.
been to jail before?
Shh.
I can't be locked up. I'm sorry. This is all very interesting. But I do have work to do. What reasons do you guys have for this divine bane? Please come out of the entryway and foyer. She continues on into her little
I follow her.
abode. There's rock. There's some dirt walls. You come into a kind of furnished area, living room type sitting area.
You want to
Some
know?
nice furniture.
You want to know what we plan to do with it?
Absolutely. I don't just make them for anyone.
Our purpose is to restore the balance.
Please, have a seat. All of you.
You don't just make them for anyone.
I've made one more. Ever.
What was your reasoning for making one for 13?
He was quite convincing. I don't want to tell you because I want to hear your reasonings. I want to know why I should continue it for you. Whatever I said, you can continue it for them. It's fine. He's jingling the manacles.
I'm gonna stab him.
Like she said, he's quite convincing.
I know.
Like he is now.
I know.
That is true, but like I said, I'm looking at him. He seems quite confused.
So,
Apparently, he's lost a lot of time.
I don't know how much you know about what's going on. I mean, you would probably be better at telling the story than I am, but if you want me to tell it, I will.
I'll cut in if you miss any important details.
Great.
Esteban.
Hello. My
Pulls
name
out his-
is Esteban Sanjorge de la Vega.
And he walks right up to
I
this
see
woman
your
and
bed has plenty of room.
grabs her hand and gives it a kiss. Says, I would be happy to tell you.
I'm happy to tell you the tale. Perhaps you have the time?
I did ask for the tale.
Excellent. Let's tell the tale. He rolls an 18 on his diplomacy, which
goodness.
gives him like a 36.
She sits back and gets comfortable. Her wings actually fit and drape over the back of the chair she has sat herself into. And there's a couch and another few chairs for everybody else. 13 just kind of sits on the floor. Looks just kind of dejected, confused.
I keep my hand on the back of his shirt, like back of his.
He actually gives you his weapons. I don't know what's going on. You should have those. Looks really upset.
Sure. So Esteban pulls out his lute and does a little strummy strum and starts in this grand tale about. Well, here I'll just tell you the story. So, you see, the god of magic and the god of death are fighting in this area called the Rift, and the god of magic is being a bitch, and it's his time to die. And the god of death says, "Hello, I've come to take you away," and he says, "Get out of here, bro." And they start this big struggle. And then you see the struggle has now spilled down onto where we live, and the god of magic is pulling and pulling and pulling all of these magic users to him so he can feed off them like a battery. And the god of death he's fighting, and he's like, it's time to go home, you scummy bag. And so in the area of the Rift, these giant tents set up where the god of magic is just feeding himself off of these poor people who have the ability to cast arcane spells. And we have been sent on a task to right this egregious wrong. And we are here to just, bring the things back into balance. The god of death is merely just trying to do his job. Like me. I'm just trying to do my job and telling you this story. And he takes her hand and he kisses it ever so lightly. And he says, and so, see, we're merely just after the item to restore the balance. The god of magic is fucking everything up. And he has to go.
As he tells his story, I just kind of plop down and
Bear in mind, his diplomacy is a 36. It is very
completely
good.
engrossed in this
His
story.
diplomacy is very amazing.
Like, I am a little kid at a
and-
campfire.
Or that could have been his performance. Either
Sure.
one works.
Sure. So that would be a 38.
Yeah. Yeah. He's amazing with his tail. Probably takes a lot longer.
Oh, 100 times longer.
I mean, he's got everybody just kind of going, wow. Oh, yeah,
12
I'd forgotten that.
hours later.
Yeah, 12 hours later.
Every big word he knows, he has said.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
Definitely.
so does she look like she's really enjoying
What was
this
his
tale?
What was the total again?
38.
Okay. She seems quite enthralled with him. She's just kind of like, she actually sits up a few times.
Esteban
and
Every
can
time
woo
every time she
angels,
leans-
period.
Every time she leans forward, Esteban is like, oh, and he just like, oh, like he's just feeding off that energy of her like leaning off the seat.
She seems to be quite enthralled, almost as if she's completely fascinated, or maybe even a spell has come over her. She's just kind of listening, and when he finally finishes, she's like, "That's quite the tale."
You're welcome, buddy.
Well, then, I believe I will go get to work.
Well, perhaps you'd like company?
Perhaps when I'm finished with my work,
Oh, I'll be ready.
or before.
Or during.
Oh, well, not during. Can't mess this thing up.
I could, I have been known to inspire greatness.
You know, I could probably use some inspiration.
Yeah.
How about you come inspire me, and then I'll get to work. You all are welcome to my kitchen and this area. We will be. We'll head toward the forge, and
Inspiration.
I'll
I
send him
wonder
back
what's
to
going to
you.
happen there.
Fade to black.
Seems a little flustered, but yeah, fade to black on those two. They're gonna walk off.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You just keep that in
Shit.
mind the next time that I'm not here and you play me, buddy.
Did we even get her name?
You did not.
Nope.
No. This is kind of
Nice.
typical for Esteban. It really is.
He doesn't need her name. She's gonna forget him in 23 hours.
Well, he did say that it could be up to 24 hours. So what if she forgets him in 5 minutes?
I mean, if he's there with her, she won't forget him.
Well, if she forgets him in 5 minutes, he did not perform correctly.
Oh my!
Why does this have Overwatch written all over? Because technically, that is exactly what Esteban would do.
And if he doesn't, he's a horrible bard.
Yeah. It's called knowing your audience.
All right, so there's definitely not the sounds of a forge for a little bit.
There is sounds of work.
There is sounds of some work. Yes, we'll keep it at that.
Back to
Plug
awkward
my
we go.
ears and just.
I don't know. It could
Walk
be a
outside.
hammer in there pounding.
But yeah, maybe some of you get a little red face, but obviously they're having a good time, and he's definitely inspiring her. And eventually, he's going to come back looking quite tired and quite disheveled. Is there anything the
fanning
rest of
himself
you
with
are
his hat.
doing in the
You're
meantime?
disgusting.
Did you get her name?
No.
Did she get your name?
Names make it awkward. Oh, everyone gets my name.
I don't know. I guess I'll make lunch in her kitchen since
Oh
she
my
offered it
gosh.
up. Not like that.
I think it is like that.
Good stories make me hungry. What are we having?
Does anybody have any more pocket bacon?
Sunshine's making some reinforcements on your pocket bacon.
Yeah, I need it for emotional support right now.
That's emotional support bacon. That's completely different.
Okay, so what's in this area? So obviously she has some kind of forge. Is there any kind of like other weaponry or armor or stuff hanging in this wherever it is that she lives? Or does it
Nothing
just
that
look
you
like
see.
a generic house and then there's a forge somewhere?
It looks like a generic house. It almost looks like
It's a really
You
good
tell me it's a
meal.
hobbit house.
it almost looks like a halfling under a mound type
Yeah.
house, but it looks like there's been some supports of rock columns and such that have been placed as support, and there's mainly rock as the ceiling.
It's also way too tall.
There, it is also way too tall. Does anybody have any knowledge or lore about architecture or anything of that nature?
I don't even have society, so no.
I mean, society could definitely do it. If somebody wants to give us society as you kind of look around this place.
Hey, that's a roll that you can make several.
No,
No.
Esteban's a little busy.
I'll roll, maybe.
You don't have it. Several doesn't have it.
Okay. 25.
Are you
in
kidding me?
society.
Okay.
I don't have society.
If it's not
As
intimidating, I
you
don't.
as you look around, you realize this probably was a halfling's home at some point, and it's been modified. It's the ground has been lowered, and the ceiling has been raised to make it more for a medium-sized creature, and it has definitely been made larger. And as you're looking around, you can tell that a lot of it's been done with magic. So you're not quite sure if maybe she found it or what, but it definitely looks like it used to be a halfling home. But you guys see a kitchen, you see the sitting area. It's rather nice. There's some books on the shelves. You do see the hall that they went down. And there's another little hall off kind of to the other side. If anybody goes and looks through there, there's a bathing room and a water closet right before it.
I think you should go in there. You could do some good. Take a bath is what I'm trying to tell you.
You're gonna die.
It's someday, yeah.
Yeah, someday.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh look, a squirrel. Stab.
Wow. Just watch your pet.
Yeah.
So you guys have some food and just kind of wait.
I think it'd be a little rude to take a bath in the, winged lady's bath without her asking. You
yeah.
know?
By the way, what is said winged lady?
Religion.
Hey, that's something I. Nope.
I got a dirty 20. She's a winged thingin'.
She's a winged.
She's a winged thingy. Yep.
You know how those work.
Yeah, they got wings and they're a thingy.
Yeah. Might be able to get the basic name of it. Her
Sure. I mean,
race. Species.
special.
Special.
Yep. Hang on.
I don't want to hang on.
Okay. She's a Movanic diva.
Write that down somewhere.
That's about all you can kind of gather there.
Can you spell that, please?
Movanic.
I would tell you guys.
Deva.
Movanic
And
diva.
they're considered a guardian angel. You can get the name of what she is, but you're not sure what
That's okay.
else about her. You don't even know if this is normal for them to be like this.
I don't know if this is normal. Perhaps she's here for a reason.
What's
don't know what that
13
is.
doing?
Sitting quietly.
Sitting,
Is he still manacled?
No.
probably not. No, not at all. They're sitting there. He looks a little guilty about it. It looks like he's like kind of started to put him back, and then he's like, then just sits there with his hands in his lap. Manacle's right beside it, but
I'll pick my manacles back up.
sorry, couldn't help it.
I guess we're just waiting until she is done pounding things out.
Yeah, while she's doing that, and that is some, after a little while, 13 will ask, when was the last time you saw me? Well, besides, well, I don't know. I remember we were fighting things in Dromathan. We were in Dromathan. Where are we now?
Not Dromathan.
Thanks. That's helpful, Sunshine.
So it's been the better part of almost a year
Since we've been to Dromathan.
since we've been to Dromathan.
With me
At all.
at all.
At all.
And you don't know where I went?
Everywhere.
Anywhere. No one knows where you go.
Well, usually do things for the Union, you know?
Yeah. They may know
have
where you've
things.
gone.
Yeah, you don't even say bye. You just kind of disappear.
Well, I usually tell several when I'm going.
Not for a long time, you haven't.
Yeah.
When we were in Dromathan, the last that you remember, you just cut out and left.
I don't know.
You don't even remember going to Doratham?
Doratham.
The Elven City?
I don't know. I don't remember an elven city.
You don't remember 5 days ago, me and Runa and Sivril coming with us toward the Dwarven Vault before you took off again?
I just met you today, as far as I'm concerned. So no, I don't remember that.
Well, apparently he knows you.
Is there something wrong with his head? Like, did he fall and hit his head?
He definitely has a big knot right here above his eye
Yeah,
where
where
he
his face
smacked his
planted
face into the cliff earlier. It's bleeding a little bit, but
Got like a 20 on medicine. Examining him.
I mean, that might cause a concussion right there. He hit himself pretty good. And he took like 6 damage right to his face.
But
so.
is that gonna, would that fuck off like 9 months of memory?
Depends on how
think so.
often.
But
Multiple of those at a short period of time, absolutely.
what was your total again?
Oh, it's only a 20. I rolled like shit.
So you can see there are definitely like scars, weird scars along his head in a couple places through here. You can actually see one up in his hair as you look. It almost looks like something has pierced in and scarred over even after healing. You're not quite sure what that would be. Definitely something sharp, and definitely something that as you kind of feel doing your check, it feels like probably pierced the skull even.
Something has pierced his skull in multiple places. Okay, I was just checking out his head. Now I'm going to do a full examination.
How full?
Full.
Full.
As Esteban comes back in. Whoa!
I mean, it's 13. He's not gonna get fully disrobed or anything.
No,
He's just
but-
like, you check him out, and he'd prefer not to be in front of everybody as you check him
I'll
out.
take him to the fucking water closet.
Okay.
Several can come with us.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll drag Avery.
Oh, no. I don't want to do this.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm doing a full once over from
Okay.
head to toe because I was just focusing on his head.
Already in the closet.
How about a 32?
Hey, that's way better.
Okay. 32. He's got quite the collection of scars and such. You're doing a really thorough investigation of him. You definitely find little piercing marks, 2 little, obviously, fang marks in different places where he has been bit multiple times, it looks like, and fed on. And
He's been fed on multiple
you definitely find more of those little spots where something is pierced into his skull, around the back of his head, around on either side. It definitely looks like somebody's been messing with his head, causing injury, healing him. I'm really uncomfortable right now.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I know. Just kind of keeps looking at several, like, help me, because, you've always been his buddy.
Look, if we can't understand what happened to you,
I'll cook.
we can't help you.
I get it.
So,
Yep.
if it's easier, just close your eyes. She'll be done in a second.
He does.
I do feel like I need some rubber gloves.
But yeah, it definitely looks like he's been fed on. Something has been poking into his brain. So,
What?
with all
do
that
that?
knowledge,
Bullshit. I smell it. Bullshit.
I think that's where we're gonna pause for the night.
And then we're going to join back in next
We'll have
Tuesday,
to-
and his ass is going to be fitwa.
We're gonna come back next Tuesday, see if they can't figure out what's going on, and see if they get the divine vein.
Damn.
I had a reroll ready.
And you still didn't even have the name of this angelic weaponsmith that is creating it.
That's
for you.
Esteban's job.
We couldn't have
Typical
gotten her
obsessive
name
one.
because somebody was flopping his jaws and then flopping something else.
Join us next week on Tuesday. Make sure you guys check out Barnabas Brushes tomorrow at 5.
Yep.
5 o'clock. And maybe we'll see Overwatch doing something on Thursday.
Maybe.
Monday, 6:30. Check out the new campaign, Bloodlords, and we'll see
Only episode 3,
3.
so-
Yeah, episode 3. Whereas here, this is episode 66, guys. Will be episode 67 next week. Oh, look at that! We were at episode 66, and there was a betrayal.
And
Oh,
13.
oh no!
13 was just following orders. Oh my
Oh
God!
no!
Rude.
How do I fall into that every time? I love it. All right, guys. Fuck you, Jinx. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Come
Yes.
see us next week and become one of the elite
Absolutely.
once more. See you guys Monday and Tuesday.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Hopefully we got a raid coming. Let's
Yeah.
move it.
I'm sure Laura's got it all on right.
Oh, yeah.
A
Let's do
raid.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do a raid. You cut me off.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Really?